as long as you guys can see my stash in 1080p.
That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point, Derek. The whole point is to fucking zoom in on all 7,000 of those little fucking.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
We
called them ticklers. Episode name.
What did somebody at work call it today? Shit. It really made me laugh. It was so funny. I forgot.
You read drill. So now I need you to remember it because I'm sure it's god awful.
it was fuck. I'll think of it later. It was really funny. Quiet week in wrestling. Not much going on.
Yep. No, nothing really. Nothing big happened.
Man, we were going to. I'm glad we waited though, because I watched a SmackDown recap. About 5 minutes before we got on, and man, what a week!
Right,
what a week. Also, this is probably just going to be from now on exclusively a wrestling podcast. So
probably, I kind of think so.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for viewing.
See you later.
Yeah. I guess what? So start out. Well, the very first return we saw from Survivor Series, this was last week. R-Truth. It was R-Truth.
R-Truth, man.
Man, it was. Did you watch the segment of him at Raw?
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, he's so funny. Oh
man,
and all those little fucking like Twinkies he was eating or whatever it was he was eating.
It was Jelly Roll was on. Raw last week. And so he was eating those. I think they were just a little Hostess strawberry shortcake.
Was he eating jelly rolls?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, those are the best.
Yeah. And then we got halfway through the Survivor Series War Games match, the main event. Which was that the best? I feel like we say this every time we review one of these. Like that was the best card of the year. And they just keep getting better.
That's the point, though, is that they keep getting better. No, it was fucking awesome. You know what I really like is I really think, again, for the second year in a row, the women's War Games match was the better match. Not storytelling, obviously. Actually, no, it was pretty fucking good on that end, too.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially after... they kind of tied it up on SmackDown with the whole damage control thing.
Dude.
But man, the storytelling was great. Obviously, find me a bad wrestler in that of those 10 ladies. You can't.
Sure I can. Her name's Shotzi.
Oh, all right, fine. But here's the thing.
Bro, fucking 9 out. Dude, you know what? Let's actually talk about that match to start this out.
Okay.
Because there were some spots that were just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And okay, so the first one, which I learned my lesson on the little solo thing that I fucking put up. We can't show any wrestling on YouTube at all. No, dude. Yeah, I started out the original video. I just played the 3 minutes from WWE of of not R-Truth returning, and it got globally blocked before it saw the light of day.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, so that was great. But anyways, Io Sky's trash can was the coolest and also funniest spot I've ever seen. Just her little like,
yeah. I forget who it was. I don't remember if it was on our group chat or it might have been like a non-wrestling fan where they just sent me that picture of her on top of the cage wearing a trash can, and they were just like, what is going on in wrestling? I'm like, out of context, that looks bizarre, but if you watch the match, picture perfect.
Right? You're like, oh, hear me out.
Hear me out.
But what I actually like the most, and there have been 2 now, is Charlotte Flair, who doesn't need to do anything except wrestle twice a year and retire. She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's doing big moves.
Yeah.
That fucking moonsault off the top. Holy shit. That's not something she needs to do.
No, that should have been. This is how, like, I don't want to say diluted, but like, remember when Jimmy Snuka jumped off the cage and now it's like a legendary spot.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair doing that should be 1A of like how badass that was.
Right?
It was wild.
Dude, it's just it is. It's completely wild. So just to give a rundown for people, listening, watching, here's what we're doing today. We're going to recap a Survivor Series, and then after that, we've got well, they're probably going to be the same, but let's be real. 5 wrestlers, for 5 AEW wrestlers who we think should come to WWE, and then 5 WWE wrestlers we think should go to AEW.
Yep.
And my list has got more women for AEW to WWE because they are taking care of their women wrestlers right now.
Yeah. I've got actually AEW to WWE. I don't have any women wrestlers.
Oh, I've got 3 of the 5.
I did the opposite of kind of what you did.
Yeah.
I'm taking WWE wrestlers to AEW to kind of help revamp that.
Oh, okay. Yes. Not so much for them, but that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that was a crazy spot. I don't like Becky Lynch, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Listen, it's just, I don't like her for the same reason 90% of people don't like Conor McGregor. I just don't fucking care for does it just take it from some man?
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck she sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, what accent is that, John?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to remember. Fuck, what else was on that card? I've had a whirlwind of a week.
Oh, but anyways, the card was awesome. Here's something that I'm having trouble dealing with is I fucking love Damage Control, and they're the heels. Mm-hmm. And like this idea that, it's obviously what they're going for is Bayley is going to get kicked out. It'll be a Bayley heel or a Bayley babyface run. But they're so over.
They're so over.
I think it would be better. Like they are babyface. Like when they lost, I was mad. I was like, the fucking ugh. The power team won, and not the fucking people that should have.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Judgment Day. Like they're the bad guys, and I'm always like, we should have them winning more. They should hold all the belts.
They should hold all
the belts.
Anyway, okay, let's keep going because there's some things Anywho, so Damage Control lost. It was a great match. Yeah. It just was, and they did awesome to have Bayley take the pin, which has already started that. Another match that was the next match had no business being as good as it was, and it was short and sweet, but it was the Intercontinental Championship match.
Yeah.
Gunther and Miz, and it was fantastic.
It was outstanding. Miz, I can't think of one bad match that he's had.
No.
You can plug him in anywhere, and it's going to be A tier, S tier all day.
Yeah. One thing I really liked about the match specifically was Gunther really, really sold the skull crushing finale. Something I've been thinking of. So I listened to the Rock and Joe Rogan. That very awkward 3 hours.
Yeah.
But it's so cool. But talking about like protecting your finisher, I think that's something they brought up, or I'm misremembering. But just with like Roman and all the matches that he does and Brock, it's just like finishers don't mean shit anymore.
Yeah.
And it seems like now that Vince is out of the picture, Triple H seems to be bringing back that like protect your finisher crap.
Absolutely.
How many people have you seen kick out of 10 skull crushing finales?
Yeah. Or like what was the oh shit.
Talking about Sami Zayn's blue power devil thunderbomb?
No, not that. It's Baron Corbin's End of Days.
Oh,
there for a while, nobody ever kicked out of that, and then people started kicking out of it, and now he's on NXT. So, which isn't bad. He's doing great work down there. Finally, we have a fucking storyline with him, but like, his finisher's fantastic. It's unique. It's creative. And he's big. He's a big, strong, brute dude. Like, we need to have that kind of finisher. We need to have it protected. So I do think them Trips doing more of that, protect your shit. It's only going to make the product better.
Yeah, and that was like the big fun thing to. Well, actually, no, not even that. The fact that he won it with a fucking Boston Crab that he then turned into a lion tamer. And look, I mean, come on, everybody knows.
Everybody
knows that was Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
And I love it. I love it that there can be, some friendly back and forth between the old guys.
Absolutely.
The new guys should not be friendly whatsoever.
No.
But the old dudes, Chris Jericho wants to, give props, or Bryan Danielson, which we got to talk about that later too. Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee. That was good.
Fantastic.
Just a great match.
Kept the storyline going. Again, both of them are fantastic wrestlers. Santos, they need to just push him to the moon already, because he was a great heel when he came up from NXT. Then he was a great babyface with LWO, and now he's just brutal. A brutal heel again. I'm like, this is what we need to do. Push him to the fucking moon.
Yeah, sorry,
No, you're fine.
My recap I have up is on from CBS, and I don't agree with the women's Survivor Series match being a B+. I think that was an A.
I do too.
I think Miz and Gunther's a B+. I think that Santos and Dragon Lee is I think a B- is fair for that.
Yeah, I think it's an A. I think the women's was an A because it kicked off the show. If you stuck it in the middle or closed it out, you'd be like, but
right.
Yeah.
Here's the one I don't get. The Women's World Championship with Rhea Ripley. It's kind of a squash.
It was. I don't know that they have. What are they doing? What are they going to do with it? Like,
I don't know.
Is she going to win a male belt, like a men's belt? You know what I mean? She could.
She could. I wouldn't mind seeing whatever they call that, intergender wrestling.
Yeah.
The fucking term is.
Yeah,
I think she could do it. But I don't know. Is it just a build up? Is it the build up to just Nia Jax?
Maybe.
I don't know. She's okay too. Like she's growing on me just from her she's just a great job talking shit.
Oh, she's a fantastic shit talker.
Her shit talker is her shit talking is enough to let me be like, all right.
Yeah. I do want to see that, like a one-on-one match, and have it be like a raging, barn burning, just brawl.
Yes. Yeah.
And if Rhea won that, I would be perfectly okay with it. And then we'll figure it out. Yeah.
I think I'm cool. Keep the belt on her for another fucking year.
Yeah.
And then the men's match was great.
Terrific. Yeah.
It was great. I'm interested in the slow burn that they're doing with Drew, because it's like he's a good guy, but he's not a good guy. Kind of a good guy. It's worth following him on Twitter too, just because his Twitter, he tweets out like, see what, like, did you see like he posted the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
The poster, and he's like, see what I'm talking about? Like, he's not on the Royal Rumble poster.
Yeah.
You know who else isn't on the Royal Rumble poster? LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not. I mean, to me, I'm like, that's in character, because there are big people that are not on that poster.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good match. I fucking loved Randy Orton.
Oh.
I loved coming in, dude. Oh yeah, Randy Orton returned. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I don't think he left the gym since he left WWE and got hurt. I was like, oh my God.
Dude, he started walking down, and I was like, oh, that's why it took me an extra fucking week to get my testosterone. Ask Randy if they could borrow some. Jesus.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh my God, that dude is huge.
Man.
It's great.
But
I love it.
He did great. And I got to tell you, I spoiled it for myself.
Oh,
I spoiled it for myself because I was a little bit behind when I was watching it. And I just happened to get on. It was like halfway through the men's match. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to get on WWE Shop. And I'm going to order me a Randy Orton shirt. And then I get on and I was just like, nah. And so I'm watching. I'm like, when's it going to happen? And I'm like, they're going to do the fucking the logo CRT thing.
Copyright, dude. Look, man, it was. I can't tell you. No, I can. I take that back. I can tell you the exact last time I was as hyped as I was, and it was like 15 fucking years ago when The Rock came back.
Yeah.
When it was like, there's no way it's The Rock, but it's, everyone knows The Rock's coming back. I don't know if you remember that Raw where he came back and like he was going to be this special, whatever. It was
Raw
the first
general manager or something like that.
No, he was like the WrestleMania host. That's what
right.
WrestleMania host, right? And I was like, no, it's not going to be him. And then they had all the lightning and stuff, and I'm like, dude, that's him. That's electrifying. I'm like, fuck, it's going to be Chris Jericho because he hadn't come back yet.
Yeah.
And then it was The Rock, and I fucking screamed, and I literally screamed when fucking
yeah.
I no fucking way. No fucking way. Sarah's like, we have a kid. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Wake her up.
Wake her up. Tell her to come out here.
Ellie,
she just comes out and just goes, yeah. Ellie Knight is going to be my forever favorite thing I've ever said.
It's the best thing. You'll never top it, dude. It's
I've peaked.
Dude. Yeah. I mean, it was a great match. Whatever. I don't want to say whatever. It was a great match. I loved that Orton gave it to Cody to do the Crossroads, get the pin, right? Yeah. Like that was cool. Mm-hmm. But CM Punk came back. CM Punk came back, and Seth Rollins got right to work.
Right to work, baby.
Right to work.
He had been back for 37 seconds, maybe. And it was like, seeds.
Yeah, dude. Oh, my God. I love it.
It was fantastic. I can think of, I was going to say, the crowd reaction of a return, that's probably the loudest I've ever heard. Yeah. I would think of one moment where that crowd was louder, and it was just because there was more people. Night 2, WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes with a crowd. Wow,
dude. Yeah,
I was like, wow.
Yeah,
it was so loud.
I got fucking goosey.
Me too.
It was good. Mm-hmm. Dude, on the fucking 8-minute recap video that I put up, I but I fucking did the wrong Stone Cold comeback. It wasn't when Stone Cold came back during the WCW, WWF crap. The loudest pop I've ever heard in my life is when Stone Cold came back to fucking hit Rock with a chair and put Mick Foley on him.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. But anyways, no, dude, seeing that was crazy. He came back. My mind was blown. And they've got me fucking hook, line, and sinker, dude, because I'm like, I gotta watch the post-fight press conference for the fake fights. I have to watch that. Yeah. Just so I can fucking listen to Triple H come out and talk about pay-per-view buys.
Oh, man.
And Cody Rhodes cry and make me fucking emotional at 1:30 in the morning. Can't figure out. I'm like, dude, fucking CM Punk's back. And then he's sitting there like, yeah, man. And then I was like, that's my dad's match.
Yeah, I forgot that he was the one who came up with that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Dude, I love the fucking giant rope. The bull rope. Yeah. I love that coming out. So yeah, that was Survivor Series. It was fucking great.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, the only person who really talked about CM Punk besides Triple H afterwards was Cody Rhodes. Mm-hmm. And they're like, what do you think? And he's like, hell yeah. Is he here to work and make us better? Fuck yeah, let's go.
Absolutely. Yeah. Randy Orton signed with SmackDown, so I'll actually be able to watch him.
Dude, right?
I don't watch Raw. Right? I can't watch Raw. I can't stay up till 11 o'clock on a Monday night. What are you kidding me?
No, I watched this past Raw, and it's the first one I've watched in forever. And I was just mad, but it was cool. But I was only mad, hey, the first hour, no commercials. Cool. 37 commercials in the second hour.
Yeah. And I didn't get a lot of the hate about CM Punk's promo.
Dude, people are just dumb. They're dumb, and they're just getting played, man.
Yeah.
Also, here's all you need to know about CM Punk being back. They cut time on his fucking promo.
Yeah. He was like, great.
They halved the time he had for his promo. And he went out there and said, yeah, let's go. Cool.
Yeah. He did just enough to let you know that he's back, and it's just the character building and what he came back for. And There's going to be
he's like, I love you guys, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, there he is. There's Phil. There's Phil. Right? Everyone's like, that was dumb. I'm like, what are you talking about? Earlier in the night, he gets called a hypocrite, and then he comes out, and what does he do? He talks for 5 minutes and kind of sounds like a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great news. I didn't watch SmackDown, but I saw that Randy chose SmackDown. So, like, who is he? Is he going to be Bloodline or
probably
LA Knight is working with him? Are we going to get a fucking LA Knight and Randy Orton versus Solo and Jimmy?
I'll take that.
Yeah, me too.
I'll take that all day.
I just want to know where people are going to fit.
It kind of is. I'm sure they have a plan. I'm sure they've had a plan for months, but it's kind of almost like an embarrassment of riches right now. Like, what are you doing with everybody? They'll figure it out. I'm sure it'll be great. Yeah. But I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm excited as fuck. Whatever they want to do.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like is I was really, really hoping to see LA Knight be the one to shit talk and come out with Logan Paul. I thought that would be a great thing for the both of them.
It's true.
I thought it would be great for LA Knight to pick the belt up and do a fucking give it a John Cena, like the US title, bring it back. But on the same note, Logan Paul could do that.
He could. Yeah.
He could, yeah.
He's pleasantly surprised at how well he's doing in the WWE.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about Kevin Owens. I don't dislike Kevin Owens. I'm just not like a big Kevin Owens guy, which is crazy because he's a big dude that's fucking awesome. So he should be my guy, but
yeah,
I don't get excited about Kevin Owens.
It's the post KO Sami Zayn, I don't want to say breakup, but that tag team's not around anymore. So it's kind of that hangover of it's the same. I have the same feeling with Sami Zayn. So I don't dislike Sami Zayn. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, but I'm like, what are we doing? Yeah. We don't have a lot of direction with him right now. He's just a baby face that saves the day.
Right. No, yeah, when he's sitting there, I tell you what though, let's see fucking next week on Raw. You should watch the recap because him and Drew McIntyre, that's going to be a good match.
I think you're right.
Especially if Drew beats the fucking shit out of him. Mm-hmm. Like, it needs to be a brutal beatdown, just help push Drew over the edge because he's not really, it's like he's playing that role of he's a heel, but he's not really a heel. He doesn't want to be a heel.
Yeah, you forced me to be this way.
Yeah, cool. Beat the tar out of smiling, laughing redhead Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do, like how we build up to Royal Rumble. I think I'm really excited for to see what happens.
Dude, me too. The only other thing I want to say about SmackDown is Kairi Sane's got to get a win. It's kind of
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of losing.
Yeah, a lot of losing, but they're planning to see it's pushing the storyline along with Bayley getting kicked out.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure she'll get plenty of wins because she's an outstanding wrestler. Yeah,
and actually, I take that. It's all same problem. They've got a lot of great women's wrestlers. Yeah, I mean, it's same problem is, instead of having 3 people like Charlotte, Bianca, and Rhea.
Yeah,
I'm always gonna put Asuka up there because Asuka's my favorite. She's one of my favorite wrestlers, just not men or women. She's one of my favorite wrestlers. But like that's the real big 3. That's the big tough people, and Becky, right?
Yeah.
So it's cool to see that they're on the same level. At least you got 8 major players.
Yeah, and Asuka's another one of those. You can plug her in anywhere. She could be a heel. She could be a baby face. It's going to be a fantastic storyline.
I think they need a women's Intercontinental Championship belt.
I do too. I've always wondered why they don't have like a secondary belt.
A mid card. Because I don't know. keep it, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's why all the other belts are as good as they are, is because Roman wrestles 3 times a year.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, did you see also that like he's only scheduled like 3 fucking SmackDowns between now and the Rumble?
Yes.
It's like
it's
10 weeks or like 9 weeks. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget. Somebody made the comparison. It's just like, congratulations to Sting for tying Roman Reigns' historic record of 11 singles matches in 2023.
Yeah.
Right. Like, wow.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think that they're just doing the like how it used to be back in the day, like when obviously like Hulk Hogan and Bruno Sammartino held the belt for years. It was like once a year the champ comes to town, and that's when you get to see him wrestle.
And when you say come to town, it was came to Madison Square Garden and wrestled.
Yeah, exactly. Or the Nassau Coliseum. Yeah. All right. You want to start with WWE wrestlers that should switch or AEW wrestlers that should switch?
I think we should start with AEW wrestlers that should switch.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and just start. And I'm kind of cheating here because this is 2 wrestlers as a tag team. I would love to see FTR come back to WWE.
Yep.
It'd be Triple H is in charge. It's not this goofy like Vince McMahon toilet humor bullshit. Mm-hmm. And they're one of the, if not the best tag team in the world. And I think that would just add so much depth and so much excitement to the men's tag team division.
I agree 100%. So we share that. I figured we'd share quite a few of these. I think Wardlow.
Did I have him? No, I was going to, but I picked somebody else. Yes, definitely Wardlow.
Yes. Unless he's the devil. Is he the devil? Did we figure that out?
I don't think he's the devil, but I think he was part of that squad that came out and attacked MJF.
I don't have time to follow the storylines in AEW.
The only storyline following I do is our friends over at Walt Culture. That's the only that's the only storyline following I can handle, really.
That's it for me too. I'm like, all right, cool.
Wardlow's a good one. Yeah, I think I like that one. Number 4 for me, bring Pac back. Used to be Nigel. Was that what he was? And not Nigel. What was his WWE name, man? Fuck.
Neville? Was he Neville?
Neville, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Cruiserweight champ. Bring him back as one of those other ones that got released. Triple H is in charge now. Now you can, breathe some more life into that high-flying division. I think...
Wait, Pac is Neville?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He grew a big beard. When he was Neville, he had that little wispy kind of bullshit. Yeah.
Holy shit, that is him.
Now he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
I wanted to see that version back in WWE.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just great news. That's just great news.
Right. Who's your number 4?
Dr. Britt Baker.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. Her little, she just went off hard.
Yeah, she did.
And that's cool. And I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was, and now that I agree with everything that this person says, but I think Tommy Dreamer kind of said something. He's like, if this is a work, perfect. It's working well. If it's not a work, got to stop that shit
fired.
now.
Yeah. I saw
get fired. Yeah.
Fired.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm hoping it's a work, and then they kind of push her back up. And if it's not a work, well, I think you're going to do great in WWE or wherever else you go.
Dude, actually, I did read that article, quoting him, and that's why I got like super extra hyped today about Miz. Because did you read what he was talking about? Yeah. He's like, you never heard Miz talking about like having to change in a broom closet or like in the car because he just wasn't allowed in the locker room.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a great article. Let's see. My number 3, Ricky Starks.
Same.
Yeah. I think charismatic, great in-ring worker, and especially with some of the actual training that we have going on in WWE versus AEW. I think he's going to just be another fantastic all-timer.
Yeah. Dude, I think that sorry, kind of going back to WWE, but people asking Triple H about Jade Cargill and him like I mean he's not pulling, he wasn't talking shit, but he was like, yeah, we were ready to put her like immediately in the spotlight, and then like some things just aren't ready yet.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, okay.
I kind of wondered that. I'm like, because she wrestled, she was a decent wrestler, but she would just crush people.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, well, is she a bad wrestler, or they just not have a storyline for her yet? So I don't know. I don't know. It could have been a
wrestling thing. It could have been, you know, because they like at the Performance Center, it's like half wrestling, but the other half is like promos.
Yes.
Which might not. I mean, that's yeah. So yeah, I agreed. I'd like to see Andrade.
I'll bring him back.
Yeah. Well, actually, I put him / shit Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just because I want to see Bobby Lashley's big giant black staple.
Yeah.
Just turn into like the nation domination again.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
I don't know why they don't re fucking hash that storyline, dude. It's, I mean, with the times we're in right now, Jesus, you want to get some heat?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of fucking, I don't want to get us demonetized, but
yeah,
you imagine a whole bunch of like BLM shirts on these giant dudes?
Gosh.
That's the Nation of Domination was, dude. They were Black Panthers.
It really was. Yeah, pretty much. Wow.
Either way,
WWE. If you did it right, I bet you could get away with it. WWE doing something like that.
Yeah, and be a little on the nose too. That like, guess who's not in WWE anymore? The guy that doesn't like black people.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. You could
perfect.
Yeah, and so yeah, I guess that was kind of my. I think that's my list.
I have. I want to see Will Ospreay. I would have loved to see him come to WWE.
Dude.
Have a fucking. I mean, Seth Rollins would have been fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
Start him off with somebody like like a Ricochet. That would be great. It's I mean anybody, but I do think the storylines and his style of wrestling is better suited for AEW. That was just more of a guilty pleasure pick for me.
Yeah, I forgot he was there because he's like, yeah,
he just officially signed. Yeah.
I'd like to see him in like a year or two because even like he is absolutely fantastic, but I think he'd get put down into. I bet you anything that because WWE has more money.
Oh, for sure,
a lot more money, actually. Yeah. And I would almost be willing to bet that AEW is like you go to AEW, you're immediately the star. You're immediately like you are a contender for the they're AEW champion. You go to WWE, you're probably going to go to NXT.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be wrestling Braun Breaker before he comes up to the main card.
But here's the thing. NXT is the third or second best wrestling on TV right now.
It's great. So. Shawn Michaels, you want to talk about the great job Triple H is doing? Shawn Michaels is doing a great job.
Fuck yeah, dude. Just sitting there like, you talked about Jesus. Jesus saves, right?
Wow, that's a spot on Shawn Michaels' impression.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I had that in me. Good job, Sean. All right, those are my AEWs. My WEs are a little easier.
Yeah, mine are a little weird, but I'll let you start.
Drew McIntyre.
That's one of mine.
Go.
Yep. That's one of mine.
Go. In that same thing, I think that what's your next one? Sorry, I'm not going to give my
I got Ricochet.
Going
to AEW.
Yeah.
And for most of my picks is to help train some of these wrestlers and have like an actual better backstage, leadership type. Not that they'll actually leadership. I mean, it's Chris Jericho and the EVPs and Bryan Danielson. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
So bring some of these seasoned guys in here to kind of help out, like they did with Edge, I think. And I think I think they'll be selling out more than half the arena.
Oh God.
And I think, when was the last time Ricochet had a bad match? You know what I mean?
Doesn't.
Yeah. Even the one spot that went bad with Logan Paul was still like, Jesus Christ, they pulled that off.
Right.
Where he sent him through that table and it fucking bashed Logan Paul's head off the ground. I was like, yeah. I also have, and this one was just they're trying to bring him back to main roster and it's just not working. So why not send Jinder Mahal over to AEW?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of, if you push them right and you do it right, AEW is already massive in Japan and the UK. Well, now you get the Indian market in there, kind of pull some of those fans over from the Saudi Arabia, Indian WWE market.
Dude,
might work.
It could. It would. It'd be fantastic. He's huge. God, he's giant.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought. Who I was going to do?
Oh.
Shit.
I can tell you my last two real quick, and they might be, well, maybe one might not be a surprise.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll do my one. Nikki Cross.
Oh, yeah.
What are we doing with her? We could play that same character in AEW.
Yep.
And I think the lack of depth and the more of that kind of style of creativity would work better in AEW.
Yep.
Yeah. Because they ain't doing shit with Styles.
AJ Styles.
I almost put him.
He, for the same reason that you were saying, God, why can't I fucking remember?
Ricochet?
Yeah. To help get their fucking locker room under control.
Plus, he has that New Japan connection too.
Yes.
I would love to see that.
I just want to tell you my last one. I think that's why I'm not able to focus. I want Asuka to go.
I almost did that one too.
I want her to go, and I want her to absolutely fucking terrorize the entire women's division and have it be built up.
Yeah. Same, but Charlotte Flair.
Oh, imagine. Well, her dad's there.
Her dad's there. And like, this is why Charlotte Flair. Train up Britt Baker.
Yeah.
You have so much young talent and like Ring of Honor and I don't know, like some of the New Japan stuff, which is also, I think, off topic, but I think Mercedes Moné should just stay in New Japan and then just both of those work back and forth with each other. I think that'd be fantastic. I think Charlotte Flair, on screen, she's annoying, but she's already proven in the last year or two that she will push people and make them over. You know what I mean?
100%.
I think she'll do the same thing in AEW. Go in there, wreck house, terrorize everyone, and then start bringing some of these younger wrestlers up. I think that'd be perfect.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I would like that more than the okay, so we're gonna get the Becky Charlotte tag run, which will be good.
Oh, that'll be great.
It's gonna be great, but I would rather see her just kill
everyone. Yeah.
I don't know if she can though, dude. There's one thing missing from her that every other she don't got a fat ass. That seems to be the prerequisite for AEW. Every time I watch AEW, I'm like, there's just nothing but butts.
Dude, Dump Truck City, USA, man. It's fucking wild over there.
Holy shit. Bayley should go. Yeah. That's who should go. Bayley should go. Yeah.
God, I can't remember if I'm sure I've told this story multiple times, but I was telling somebody, I was like, yeah, John has the best fucking description of Bayley, and it's every bowling alley waitress combined into one person.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dude, it's just listen, it's nothing against her.
No.
She got caked on makeup, and you only see that under the fucking fluorescent and black light glow of a bowling alley bar.
Yeah, it's that dim lighting and nothing but neon natural light and Budweiser signs. Yeah, that's exactly it. Well, shit, man. I think that was a good one.
That's a good
40
one.
minutes. Perfect.
Yup. Yeah, tune in next time.
Yeah. We got to figure out how to close these shows better.
Yeah, we do. We really do.
Follow our Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube. We love you guys. See you later.
Yeah, see ya.